morning guys, how is everyone? Welcome to the stream. Another day of relentless trading. Let's just get set up. So nice Thursday. We had a day off yesterday. However, we're back, we're keen, we're eager. Second day of the month. So can we catch some pips today? Good morning Nella, how are you doing? Did you catch anything yesterday, Nella? FOMC last night as well. Okay guys, right, I want to go straight to a top down because we have got some potentials. Good morning Crazy Beast. A loss on gold as usual. You'll start winning soon. You'll start winning. Keep turning up the streams, you'll start winning. I have seen your message, John. I will reply as soon as possible. I'm a bit late this morning. Okay guys, let's get into a top down now. Okay, so new month has arrived, and we were all trying to work out what this monthly was going to do. Was this monthly going to flip to the downside or close bullish? We said if it doesn't flip, we would think the next monthly would likely need to come back to this level before driving up, right? Or unless it's going to push up to then flip to the downside and close below. So it's going to do one of them two things. Now the reason why I think price is going to come back down there is because you've got no top wick and you've got no bottom wick on this. So I would excuse me, I would think price needs to come back down there. Excuse me. Okay, so now in regards to the monthly, we are bullish, but we haven't had a bottom wick yet, which I don't like. So we haven't opened up the best way for me on gold on the monthly. But however, we are bullish, and we are likely to get a wick fill on this monthly. So let's go down to lower time frame, see what's going on. So the weekly then. So the weekly closed. Your mic keeps cutting out. It shouldn't do. So we've got no top wick on this. So I would think that this weekly is the one that comes up to do the top wick. But if it's not this weekly, then it might be the next one. So we've just got to see if the weekly is going to come back up to create a top wick for us. So that's, but we are bearish on the weekly. So it's whether the weekly wants to carry on going down, which we know that the monthly needs to have a bottom wick. So you would expect a bottom wick even before driving up. So daily then, how is the daily close? Because this is the most important one. Now, so we had this range here, which we closed back above, and then we've come back below, broke the low, so then you had a new range, which was here. Now here's the thing, is yes, we've broke back into the range on the daily. Okay, so you could argue and say this is a fake out. So technically what we should get then is this daily to come down, create a bottom wick, and then flip to the upside to come back up. But then what we've got to do is ask ourselves is what's the reasons we would want to come back up. So when the weekly needs a bottom wick, but yes, the monthly is bullish. But also what I've noticed on the daily is you've got no top wick on this one. You've got no top wick on this one. So I would imagine that if this daily is going to pull back, this daily can come as far back as test the previous low and then still flip to create a top wick on this. So that would be your target really, or that would be your sort of take partial move to break even. So in regards to the daily, now yes, we've had a fake out back up, but sometimes what you can get is a fake out back down. So you get a fake out back into the area, which might not be a fake out, because these ranges, you've also got another range here, right? Got another range there. So you could say that you're still sort of respecting 2, 3, 3, 4. Now I would think you're probably going to have to come up and tap that area. But the daily, what we need is a steep bottom wick and then a flip to the upside. That's what I would like today. Okay. Keeps cutting off, guys. I need to get. Does keep cutting off. Yeah, I know. It's the internet. I don't know what's going on with it, man. I might have to go and move my extender. If it happens again, I'll go and move my extender. Okay. So the 4 hour, what we've seen on the 4 hour. So the 4 hours come down, create a new low. If you've got a forward close below 23.15, not a problem. It'll just be a case of taking sells down. But currently we're still in this range above. We're still respecting 2315. Therefore, this 4 could flip to the upside at any point. So could we look at potential wing back buys from 2304 to come back up? Because we're currently still in this range. So that's a 4. What's a 3 doing? 3 has broke out, so the 3 is likely to push. 2 has again broke out. Should be free fall on the 2, I just don't like the 4. 1. So you've got a 1 range here, which you haven't broke out. Do we need top wicks on these? That's the question. So we should be coming through to 2304 before even deciding what we're doing. So could we not sell down? Do we need a top wick? Well, the 4, does the 4 need a top wick? Let's tap this support now, which it could reject from here to flip. Because we could be getting something like this. This would have been our advantage point off the 4. But we could free fall to 2305, but I can't really take it because I don't know if this 4, how is this 4 going to close? Let me have a look at the 15. What do the 15s do? 15 close, back up. What have we got a 15 close below that? 15 straight through, straight through. 15 back up. 15s do tend to fly through. About 5. 5. Okay. 5 maybe initiates it. Could we take a wing back sell from 2313? Let's mark this up. Straight through on the 5. 5 back in. 5 pull back 2313. Okay, we could potentially take that if they've got no bottom wick on this 5. Okay, if this 5 can pull back, we've got a potential wing back sell on 2313, but you've got to pay attention because it'll be moving stops on the 5. But you could easily drive straight through. It looks like price drives straight through 2303 or 5. We've still got another hour, so this hour can do anything. This hour could easily drive down. However, you've still not broke out the range on the hour. That's why it's really hard for me to take. What if we took the wing back buy from, because the hour's not broke out. The 2 hour and the 3 hour has. They're putting me off. 3 and the 2 has. The 4 hasn't broke out, so the 4 would need to close. And where's the 4 going to close? Even if it closes here, like this, the new 4 should pull back to tap 23.11 anyway. What would stops have to be? Stops would have to be below there. I would have preferred that 3, 2, 1. Or do we wait for the hour close? But the hours looks like it's going to drive through the hour. If we get a big pushing candle, 23.05, could we take that to come back up? We've got some potential at least anyway. We should have a stream. Because I keep looking at my stream, seeing if it's going to cut off or not. Should have a trade fairly quick. Could we take this as a second entry? Potentially. Because the daily's closed back into the range. That's the only reason I'm looking at this. Because if the daily's going to flip back to the upside, which it might not, it could carry on driving. The 4 doesn't need a top wick. If this 4 had closed below these, then yeah, we'd be looking to get in on this now. But I don't know if this 4 is going to flip to the upside yet. It hasn't had much of a top wick, so that sort of worries me a bit. The 3 did break out and had a top wick, so that would have been a nice trade, but obviously we missed that. 2 again has done the same. The 1 and the 1's closed respected, so if the 4 and the 1, they're the key ones that close respecting, could we take a wing back buy from 23.04 to come back up? That's what I'm looking at. Because if this 1 is gonna pop down and then pull back, close doji maybe, or even bullish, still respecting this area, could we be looking at something like this? Let's have a look at a 15, see what the 15s look like when they come and tap this level. This 15 looks like it's close, breaking out here. So 15 out, you might do something like this. 15 straight down. Okay. 15 straight down. 15 top wick through, but you already tapped it. So what does that mean if we're not tapping? Does that mean we're gonna? We've got potential wing back sellers and wing back buys on here. It sort of depends on. Oh, no top. If this 15 can come down, we've got wing back buys from 23.05. So stand by, pay attention. No top wick, so you're probably gonna have to come back up there anyway. Where would my stops be? My stops would have to be below here. So where would be right. 3 lot. Stand by, guys. The 1 hour close respecting. The 4 hasn't broke out yet. Or has it? This is the thing. You're either going to reject from here, you're going to fly back straight through. We're going to be very aggressive with these stops, okay? 15's got no bottom wick and this has got no... You might only come and tap 2307, but if this 15 can tap down, we're going to be in. Because this 15 didn't actually break this low, but what I'm saying is you might only come and tap 2307. Come on, get down. Don't flip. We don't want this to have a top wick. It looks like it's going to get one. We're in a bit of a weird situation here, because we could potentially take this wing back sell as well. But what would that look like on the hour? That means the hour would be looking at closing doji, but still the new hour should pop to at least 2311 before coming back up. What's a 30 looking like? So the 30 is the next one to close. So are we going to get something like this straight back up, or we're going to come and fill this range? Now if the 30 closes down here, we get a top wick, we potentially get sell stops underneath, because at that point that would mean the 1 hour would be breaking out. Okay, and what I've seen from previous data, the 1 hour doesn't seem to break out, it seems to fly through this range all the way to our advantage point is 2305. So if the 30 does close below this level at 2312, then if we get a top wick, we could potentially take sell stops underneath, because that would we'd have to rule out the fake out, basically, that not the fake out, that the hour's going to pull back. We don't want to get caught in that. This is pulling back now, guys. So this is likely to close bullish, but how bullish is it going to close? That's the question. Got 10 minutes. I really didn't want I'm going to wait for that hour. So this wing back sell is not on. Nothing's on at the minute, right? Potentially this is on, but the wing back sell. Oh, you got no top wick on that. What are you doing? Look at the 5. No top wick. Does that mean you're going to pull back? I think I need an hour close, don't I? That 30 is probably going to initiate that push. If we can get the 30 closer below, and then we get a top wick, we can take sell stops below, and this would be our take partial move to break even 2305. And our target could be down here 22995. But it looks like the 30 pops through first. That's the thing. 30 pops through, taps, then pulls back. So I'm surprised if we pull back from here, apart from this one, unless we're copying this. What was that though? Oh, there was news last night, wasn't there? That was it. FOMC. 30s actually came all the way 30 close, but he came down to tap it, then pull back. That's what I'm saying. So I would prefer this 30 to do it. I think we're going to have to wait for this 30, guys, at least. The 15's likely going to close bullish now, but how bullish is it going to close? If the 30 closes bearish, then we'll look at sell stops. But if we don't get activated, then the hour closes bearish and breaks the low, then this swing back sell will be on at that point, because we're expecting a pullback and then a flip to the downside, aren't we? That makes sense. So the 30 is the next one. I mean, I can't see this 15 flipping back to the downside, but if it does, this is still on. I would imagine. You still tap a pullback. How many pips is this? 43 pips, not a bad range. I can't really take this wing back sell yet till the 30 closes. Okay, so we've got 7 minutes, guys. Go and grab yourself a brew. We can't do anything at the minute. Unless this 15 flips. I'll put some tunes on. Oh, pulling back there, aren't we? So this is where you've got to be careful, because if you're looking to take a sell from here, this could just be the hour pulling back, and this could be the 4 hour pulling back, and you don't want to get stuck in that. So we need to see if this hour really is going to close respecting these levels, and if it is, then we're likely going to be coming back up. So we're in an area where it's literally going to make a decision whether we're going to push through or whether we're going to reject to come back up. We've got 4 minutes left for a 30 close. I think the 30 might initiate it. If the 30 closes below, let's get these on. That doesn't really give us anything. Because we haven't tapped 2305 yet. I'm going to make my own playlist today. So if the 30 closes below that and we get a top wick, we can potentially get sell stops below. The only issue you got is sometimes you don't get a top wick. 30 closed below, no top wick, just drove. So you might not get a top wick. mean, we've got a top wick on this one. Because this could be initiating the daily to flip back to the upside. Do you know what I mean? Well, we'll see. Now, if the hour closes respecting, fantastic. Hopefully, the next hour will pop down, tap our wing back buy to come back up. We've not had any pullbacks at this point. Look at that 15. It's a nice 15, mind. You need the 15 to close respecting here. Now stops for these sellers down. We would need to use that. Because if the hour flipped, it means the 4 is going to flip. You could get away with above the 4, because if the 4 is going to flip, it means the 4 is likely going to break the highs anyway. Big ranges these, aren't they? 58. Oh, we're pushing back down. That's the 30. Can the 30 get a top wick? And our tape pass move to break even. Well, what was this again? I want to see this wing back area get tapped. Could we get that tapped? Okay, here's the 30 now, guys. So the 30's broke out. Okay, so 30's closed, nice. Can we get a top wick? I don't know if we're going to get that top wick, guys, because the way the 5's closed. Look. So it's likely going to push further down now. Tricky now, tricky, because this wing back, the 30 does close. But I can't really see the 1 hour pulling back now, so that means the 1 hour would close out. Now looking at the 1 hour, you either stop at 23.05 or you drive straight through to the next one. So stop. Could we take that as a wing back buy? We probably could, because the 4's had a big push. And we've had no bottom wick, and not much of a top wick on the 4. So do we need a tap? Do we need to do this? Or, if we don't, if if we do that, do we need to do that? If that's the case, is this one what came straight through? Well, that's like after breaking all this, liquidity grab, and then drove through. We broke the lows now. We broke this low. So you've got liquidity to drive up. We've run out of liquidity here. So we need to come back down. But how far are we going to pull back? Ooh. So here's the 30 top wick here. So let's see if this 30, if this 30 can come and tap 23.13, we'll get a sell stop underneath the 30. Because if it does flip at that point, it's likely going to push and drive to 23.05. Okay, but I need, or even just break the highs on the 15. I can't take a wing back sell because the 1 hour, the 1 hour could flip to the upside if it wants to. A bit like this. So if we can come and break the previous 5 high, just break this, we'll get a sell stop on. But I can't do anything until this. Otherwise we'll wait for the hour. Once the hour closes, then we can get a sell stop on fairly quickly. Just we only need a little pullback. Because I need to rule out that the hour's going to flip. I need to rule it out. And if this 30, this is the point of no return really. If the hour is going to pull back and close above 23.13, then this 30 is going to be the one what does it. Yeah, so we need to get the point of no return. So I think 23.12, if you tap that and you flick back to the downside, that's probably picking direction to come back down. But at the minute I can't do anything. We've got a potential wing back buy on here, but this is risky this, because the 30 is closed out, but still the hour hasn't. Because the 30 is closed out, it's more likely that the hour is going to break out. That means the hour will have a breakout. So you would really need this 30 to be the one what taps 23.05 really. Otherwise, if the hour close breaks out, then this won't be on, because you're now bearish. I mean, he didn't break below this. Does that mean you've got to come back up? There's nothing else what stopped there really. They all come and tap 23.05. Do we need to pull back if we get that? So if the hour closes down here, then this wing back sell could be on. Yeah, could be back on then. So the 5's closed bullish, and you've got no top wick on this 5. So could this 5 flip back to the upside? We sort of want it to hover around here really. So the only reason I'm looking at these wing back buys and they're still alive is because the previous hour still respecting, and the 4 is still respecting that area. That's it. Okay. But if the hour closes below, that means we've only got the 4, so we've got to be more careful now. Is that light? Like, I have got a new light. Still making my face look white. I need a new webcam, I think. MSN, remember MSN? Oh, I love saxophone music. Okay, can we pull back? And my sell stop will be actually the low of the wick. Okay. And the reason it'll be the low of the wick is because if this 15 pushes up like that and closes like that, I'd have a sell stop underneath the wick. The reason not underneath the body is because the next 15 can come and test the previous wick, but shouldn't break the lows if price is driving up. But on this pullback, if you use the body, it means you can get activated and then get took up. Okay, that's the reason why it'll be underneath the wick for me. We need to rule out if this hour is going to flip to the upside or whether we need to come and fill 23.05. I would prefer sells. Like, I don't really want this wing back buy, but a lot more riskier. Now if the hour does close out like that, and then this wing back sell will be on, and worst case if the hour closes back in, you should still pull back anyway before driving up. So it'll be a good advantage point. Unless you get something like this and you're a bit goosed. But I believe this was news. It was FOMC last night. Straight back down, straight back up. Disgusting. Yeah. Because you're still going to have to come back and break the lows again. It's just whether the 4 is going to pull back. Because the 4 still hasn't broke out yet. Oh, are we there? So we've got 20 minutes for this candle to flip. So we really need this 30-minute to be the one what does it. Okay guys, I'm going to get sell stops underneath this 30. Sell stop. It's underneath the wick, man. Stops above. If you can either put stops above 23.28 or you can go above 23.19. 23.28 will be the safest option, but the big stops. And I believe if you flip, you're gonna have to. There's nowhere else to go apart from 23 or 5 at that point. You might not get activated though here, guys. Okay, so we've got sell stops on this. Now, if we don't get activated on this 30, then we'll delete and reassess with the new hour. But if this 30 does so happen to flip to the downside, I can't. It's likely going to tap this wing back area, but we can't get that on because there could just be the 30 pulling back. What have we got? 2, 3, 1, 0, 1, 4. Stop loss 2, 3, 1, 9, 6, 0. Take partial move to break even could be 23 or 8. 3 or 8.18, but you should be coming straight through anyway. Target 22.95, that would be my target. 22.95, 66. Okay guys, we've got sell stops on this. The 30 is rejecting nicely. Nice. Let's see if this 30 can flip. Now what might happen is, if the 30 does flip activate us, we're basically saying that we want the hour to push straight through. Now if the 30 does activate it, I would imagine that the hour is going to at least create a steeper bottom wick, hence take profit move to break even is there. Okay, but the steeper, the push to create a steeper bottom wick might not reach 23.05, where we'll take more partial, right? So that's what, but then you're going to get a pullback then on the next hour, so it's whether you want to be in that, because you might go into drawdown or you might get a fake out back up. You've got more chance to get caught out. Okay, the 30's flipped now. Are we going to get activated on this 30? Can we have a look at the strength? See, this could just be the 15. Pull them back. What are you doing, 15? Just a break and retest of this, is it? Can the 30 drive from here? That's the question. Close. Oh, it's going with the music as well. We're going to get activated as soon as this kicks off. Oh, look at that 5. Oh, no top wick, not like that. Don't like that. The thing with stops as well on this is tricky with stops, because if you break this, you're likely going to be breaking this anyway, and the range is too big for me to take. So I'm happy to bring stops close, which I believe are 90 pips. Okay, can we get activated here? Is this us getting activated on the 30? It means we've got another 15 minutes to drive. So if this 15 can close bearish and the next 15 drive through, that'd be fantastic for us. Okay, we're close. $20 for 15 close. We might get a top wick. We sort of need a top wick. You ideally need a top wick, break the highs, and then flip to the downside. Ooh. USD is getting stronger, gold's getting weaker. Ooh, that's it. There's the top wick. Oh, I've got no bottom wick on that. That's it. That's the top wick we needed. Can this 15 flip and push? What's the 30 done though? Yeah, because the 30 still got range to push down really. What is this here? 23.10. See, they all come and tap. All of them come and tap 23.05. Happens once, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down. 6, 7. Nowhere else to really go. Ooh. Can we drive? Remember, this is the hour. So this is the last 15 minutes of the hour. It's all on how this hour is going to close. We need to close below 23.12 on the hour, really. Now, if we don't get activated, and the hour closes like this, we can probably leave stops on, or we might delete them, wait for the pullback, and then get stops back on underneath. What day am I today? Thursday. Here we go. We're getting activated. I'm very close to activation. Five's done a top wick now. But what I don't like is how this five, there's two fives with no top wick here. Don't like that. Okay, I've been activated on this now, guys. We have sells. We've got sells. Stops are above these highs at 23.19. Take partial is 23.08. My target is actually 22.95. That's what I've got going on. Okay, this is the 30. Off the 30 this is. Now, you either watch it off the 30 so you don't go crazy. Now the next candle to close is the hour. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Is the hour to close. That's the next one to close. So all we need is a bearish hour close really, and then we're probably going to get a top wick, which might take us into drawdown, and then a flip to the downside. Okay, but other than that, there's not much place to go here. I will be taking more partial at. I need a more partial one, don't I? Take partial. I will be taking some more partial 23.05. Okay. Can we push? What's the fives looking like? All we need is a 5-minute bearish close really. With a 5-minute bearish close below here, we should be free falling. At least get a wick fill. There's 19 pips there. The only thing this might not be driving is because the 5's got no bottom wick. So it means it might be slowing down because the hour is going to close in 10 minutes. So as long as the hour doesn't pull back and break back above, that's what we don't want. Okay. Let's see. But currently the 5 still broke below this minor. It's just whether you're going to break below these levels. Now, I was worried about this no top wick. 2 cans were no top wick. So it might be a case of coming back up to tap that before coming down, if you're going to get that. Okay. See, 100% of the time the 30s come through to 23.05. Apart from this one here. But this was new, so we've got to disregard this. Here, here, here. Is there any more? Here. So this is a trade I'd take again, over and over again really. If it doesn't play out, it's just unlucky really. It's Forex here. But there's no reason this shouldn't be coming through. It just means it might not happen until the new 1 hour. in 8 minutes. This is more chilled music, isn't it? It's more like. At the minute, it's looking like it's not going to push through until the hour. Well, let's see what this 15 can do. We need that 5 close below, really. It's holding because the last quarter of the hour, guys. And what happens is the last quarter of every time frame on the last quarter of every candle, that's when you tend to get your pullback because that's when you get your wicks. So it could just be stalling until the hour changes. But we'll see. Let's see if this hour can do a steeper bottom wick before it closes. If it's going to, it's probably needs to do it in the next 2 5-minute candles, really, if it's going to. If not, it's going to close in and around here. But what we don't want is a closing back above 23.12. That's what we don't want. That means the hour's closing respecting. It means the next hour could easily give a bottom wick, flip back to the upside. Come on, the 5. He is struggling. He is struggling to break that low, isn't he? We need a 5. We just need a 5 bearish close below here. We should be good. Wow, gold's getting stronger there. Oh, that's a nice 3 close like that. Can the next 3 be the one? It's a lovely 3 close, that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Push past that way. Go on. So there's a 3 close. No, it's not 10 seconds. There's a 3 closes like this, the new 3 should. Top wick, flip to the downside, push through, I would think. Is that the 5 close though? It's not, is it? How long till the 5? I think there's 1 minute left for the 5, isn't it? Yeah, 1 minute left. But it's a good sign with that 3. See if we can push through. So on the last 5 of the hour, guys, so ideally I want to hit this target before the hour, because you're probably going to get a pullback with the hour, aren't you? Come on the 3, come on the 5, just a 5 close would be nice. It's itching to get down, isn't it? Nice 5 close below 23.09 would be lovely. 5 seconds for a 5 close. Come on. Okay. Nice, nice. 5's close below. That's lovely. Can this 5 pop down? Remember, this is the last 5 of the hour, so I don't know how far it's going to pop down. If it's going to pop, that is. It might just hover around here. But if we do hover around here, that's good because the hours broke out then. That means we are confirmed, we are bearish. Unless we get a fake out, which that's something we can't preempt, unfortunately. But if we do get that fake out, obviously we need to manage risk from there. But there's nowhere else for price to go at the moment apart from coming down to 23.05. We should be coming down to 23.05. This is a tricky one in regards to taking partially here. Do we take 75%? Because we know it's the hour change and the hour's likely going to give us a top wick before driving down. Or do you take 50% knowing you should be coming through to 23.05? It means the hour might open up and pop down first. So it's up to yourself. This is where you've got to, you know, talk to yourself what you want to do. I'll probably take 75, but we'll see. Can we pop on this hour? Come on, baby. I really want this 5 to tap before the hour. Can we create a steeper bottom wick? That's the question. Because we're going to get a pullback, aren't we? Come on, 3 minutes. Stand by. Pay attention, guys, because I might be taking partial sooner before the hour closes, depending on where this 5 lands. Okay. Come on. Gideon. Okay, guys. I'm going to be going risk-free on this. This is a risk-free trade. I'm going to be taking some partial. I've took partial. It's a risk-free trade now. If you want to hold out 10 pips, we took partial. If you want to hold out, that's absolutely fine. Now, it's a good sign because the hour has broke the lows, really. But you are going to get a top wick. How steep of a top wick are you going to get? You could have left stops if you wanted to and let the trade play out, because you're likely going to come back up to tap 23.12 to then come down. Obviously, you know what type of trader I am. I like to get the risk off the table fairly quickly. Is this going to pop down? Is it going to tap that area anyway? Let's see if we can avoid a top wick. Another win for the stream, guys. Ooh, we're pulling back. Let's change the record. 58 wins, 4 break-evens, 5 losses, 1 full loss, the rest partial losses. Can we pop straight down? What do we take on that? Can we avoid a top wick? That's the question. 300. Come on, let's avoid this. So the new hour is going to change now, right? Now if we do pull back, this potential wing back from 23.13 you could look at. Okay, there's the hour now, guys. There's the hour change. Can we pop down first? That's the question. Can we pop down? Oof, so close. Yeah, I'm out, guys. Our break-even spread's caught me there. See what this hour's going to do. Now, if we can pop back to 23.12, I'll get another sell stop underneath. Okay. Anybody still in on that? But I am out at the moment. Nice quick trade. Yeah, you can still be in on that. I think we only grabbed 10 pips, wasn't it? So if we can get a pullback to off the hour, then we can get another sell stop on. If you've left stops where they are, you should still play out anyway, because you've had an hour breakout, but I need a top wick here, really. I am looking at potential win back sells from 23.13 now anyway. Win back sells, these are valid because the 1 hour's broke below. And if you can pull back, tap, and then flip to the downside, fantastic. Okay, let's just update the log, but we didn't take much there. I think it was sort of just over 300, 313. was this? This was a April, May. So in April we actually ended up in profit after that loss at the start of the month. So we took a loss, second trade of the month, yeah, and then we ended up still in profit by the end of it. That was nice. What have we got? 0, 2, 0, 5, 24. What was the time we took it? It was 8:47. 7 pair is gold. Yes. I was hoping we could have got that drive down then. What was this? As a breakout, wasn't it? Breakout sells on the 30. 3. Stop losses were nice. They were 90 pips. And we took a partial move to break even at 10. Weekly, was it with the daily? Wasn't with the daily. H4 hadn't broke. The 1 hour hadn't broke, but the 30 did. 15, 5 did. Max drawdown of pips, 0. Okay. Nice. Good start of the month. Okay, let's see if we can get this pullback, see if we can get a better entry. Okay, here's the hour now. Let's get rid of this. We didn't actually hit that zone, did we? Everything's broke below nicely, which is nice. Can we pull back? So we've got a potential wing back sell at 23.13, guys. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Everything's breaking the lows nicely. Stops for the wing back sell probably the same really. So if the hour does come back, taps us, we're expecting it to flip to the downside. If it doesn't and close back into the range, you should do something like, even if you close like that, you should still pull back before driving anywhere. Okay, so we're going to get a wing back sell on here. But as soon as we tap 23.13, we're going to get some sell stops on it as well to come down. 23.05. So we've got loads of options at the minute. Pretty nice. With this, take partial move to break even. You might not come that far though, guys. That's the issue you've got here. But I need to rule out this. I would take partial move to break even. Why have I got that? TP2 is 2305, 2305, 237. Now this is only if, this win back sells on only if you don't come and tap 2305. Okay, if we come and tap 2305, then that's the move basically. I don't know whether we're going to come and break these highs again. That's the thing. What have we got here? If the 15 can close like this. So the issue I've got is how far is this hour going to push? Ooh, we're pushing. Ignore me. Ignore me. Got a few options here, guys. So if we tap, what is this hour? Where is that hour? Okay. Yeah, we could do actually. I'm just debating on whether we could get a sell stop on now, really. Because the 15, now if this 15 flips, it's likely going to fill it. It's tapping its previous high. It's testing the previous high, so if it doesn't break, then it's likely going to flip to drive down. I mean, everything's broke the laws. 15. There's nowhere else to go. I just would prefer to rule out them two top wicks. It's like it's creating a new. Guys, I'm gonna get a sell stop underneath this 15 here. Basically underneath the hour. Got to be fast here though. So I've actually got a sell stop underneath the hour, guys. We're going in again. So that's only if this 15. If you really want to take the risk off the table, put it underneath the wick. Which you could do, I suppose. Because the hour's broke out now, so it's like you should be coming down. There's nowhere else for the 15 to go, really. So I've got another sell stop underneath the hour, guys. 2, 3, 1, 9, 6, 0. This is what I'm saying. If you're still in on the first trade, you potentially could have just left it, because the hour's broke out now. But because the 15's broke below this, it's pull. I don't know whether you're going to pull back to 23.12 without driving down to 23.05. And if this 15 flips, then that's going to initiate the push down. Being activated, guys. We're in for another sell on this. If you're still in the first position, fantastic. Okay, it should. If the 15's flip, we should just get a pop down, really. My TP2 is down here, 22.95. That's my target. But my take partial move to break even is 23.05. Because this is the hour flipping now. If you look at the hour, you're free falling. There's nowhere else for the hour to go apart from 23.05, unless you get a fake out back into the area or you get a bullish close. But as long as you stay respecting 23.12, there's no reason for price not to come down to 23.05. Okay. So we're in for sells on this again. And if we tap 23.05, then I'll be deleting these win back sell, because there's no point at that point. Because that's the pullback for the hour. Okay. Can we drive down? USD is getting strong as well. Nice. Everyone with us? Am I actually still on stream? I haven't even looked. 7. Oh, maybe got 8. Nice. Okay. So everyone should have got. What we look at stream. Good morning, Mr. Gledel. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Did you grab profit from the first trade? If you're still in, fantastic, because the hours close below. But you know what I like? I like to get the risk off the table. What you can do. Are you still in? Are you still in from the first position? Not still in. On new trade. All right. Okay. Still in. All right. If I had to put money on anybody still being in the trade, it would have been you, Mikey D. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you're new to the channel, subscribe, drop us a like, that'd be much appreciated. Jump into our Discord via the Linktree button in the descriptions. I can't see any reason why this wouldn't just pop down to 23.05. Really, strength's changed as well. Gold's gone so weak, so everything's looking really good. Fortune favours the brave. That I like it. I like it. Oh, fucking hell. Nice. That's a nice 5. Can we push right down? 1 minute. Okay, stand by. Take pass. Move to break even. There's a little area here which I don't like, this here. The wick where I could just reject from. Okay guys, I am taking partial. I am going to risk free. Another trade in the bag. We are now risk free on this. There's no reason for this not to pop to 23.05. So you could wait for that, but the new 5, you're probably going to get a top wick, aren't you? There is a minor support. It's got to just pop past this here. It's only minor, very minor to this. You need to pop past that because this is an area where you can reject from. However, I do believe this was news. But look what happened. You came down, you tapped it, and then you shot straight back up. So yes, you could probably disregard it because of news, but for me, my rule is the first sign of resistance, I take partial and move to break even, and that's what I've done. Which I believe we took some nice profit there. Oh, look at that. We're up $1,000 today, guys. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Some nice profit from this morning, 2 trades. Let's see if we can avoid this top wick. Come on, straight down. What did we take past that there? I think I took past, what, 18 pips. We'll say 18 pips. Can we pop down? Now, price either rejects from 23.05 or you can actually come all the way through. I'm not sure we're going to come all the way through, but you know, you never know. Forex, anything can happen. Look, I mean, look, this is what I'm looking at. But the only issue you've got is you do reject for me, you pull back, and then you come through. So you might get that. I'm just thinking, could you get another entry higher up? I'm on about after the pullback, so look, tap, you pull all the way back. Could you get another entry at 23.11 to come back down? Or them wing back areas would be nice actually. Can we avoid this top wick? Come on, can we pop? This will be my last trade today, guys. Here's a top wick. Everything's broke out lovely, really nice. You've had a new 15 as well, bearish. You just need to avoid a top wick, but you should be free falling really. But how far is this 15 going to pull back? That's the question. And what you can do if you want is, if you move stops to the high of the 15, if you took like 75% out of the trade, if it does hit, you should still be in profit. So that would sort of, yes, you're going to lose, as in, you're still going to make profit, but it gives the trade a bit more of a breathing space. That's what I used to do. I did go through a phase of doing that. But it's completely up to yourself. So for example, what I mean is, you just move your stop, let's say here, gives it a bit more breathing space. And because you've took 75%, if this does get tapped, you're only going to lose. It's not going to, your profit's going to cover it basically. So, but I don't think you're going to need that because we're popping down nicely. What is this tune? I'm sick of these shite tunes. Can we pop? There's nowhere else for this to go at the minute apart from 2305. And this 15 do it? Or are you going to take another 15? This 15's flipped back to the downside. Don't be flipping back up. Anybody watch that baby reindeer? It's funny. There is psychos like that in the world though, isn't there? There is some psychos in the world. Okay, the 5 flip back to the downside, which is nice. Watch it, mate, it's good. It's on Netflix. It's about a stalker based on a true story. Yeah, it is strange, like. I fell asleep on the last episode last night, so I need to rewatch it. I'll tell you what I have watched, which was fantastic. Super Sex. Have you seen it? About Rocco, the porn star. About his life. Do you know what? There was some really good acting on that. I'm not talking about the sex scenes, by the way. But there was some really good acting on it. And his story, I think it's great, man. Really good. I enjoyed that one. Called Super Sex on Netflix. About Rocco, the porn star. Man with myself. Don't know why. Come on, the 15. Can we drive? Yeah, I did love the sex scene. Actual guy, I haven't seen. Yeah, I know, that's what everyone's been saying. He got like raped and that, didn't he? Groomed. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, so the main actor in it, John, it's he written it, but it was sort of based on his real life experiences, and then he played it. So we really don't want this 15 to flip to the upside because it's likely going to stop us out at that point. It's just taking its time. Strength's changing really nice, so USD is getting a lot stronger and gold's getting a lot weaker. 28.6 going down, USD is 47.9 going up. Yeah, well that's what I mean, yeah. So when he goes to the police and that, he should have went for him. But I did fall asleep in the last episode, but I was in and out of sleep. They were in court, weren't they? Who was he in court for? Was it for her or for him? Oh, he's the 15 flipping here. You probably could have moved stops to the high of that 15 really, because if it flips, it's... Oh, was it for her? Yeah. Because this 15's likely going to stop us out of break even, but we will see. We need to avoid this top wick on the 15. Come on, the 15. Flip to the downside. You get away with it. I hear people like that. I can't. I despise men who spike women. I despise them. They're there with paedophiles for me. Men who do stuff like that. Or even spike men. You know, just people who do that just shows how weak they are. Oh yeah. Don't know. I think I've been spiked before me drinking that, but I don't think I was touched. I don't think I was touched. I think it was just I was absolutely... You know when you get drunk, you know what you like when you're drunk? You know, even when you're smashed drunk, you know what you like. But this time, mate, I couldn't remember anything. I was just... I couldn't walk in that. Oh, the 15's flipped back to the downside. Can we push again? Tap 2305. Oh, mate, well, you don't go minesweeping, do you? It's your own fault. What's the 5 doing here? Oh, the 5 closed bullish. Very slow. That volume's just come on the market. Exactly that. Come on, the 15. So if the 15 does close bearish, then the new 15, I would imagine, comes and taps it. But it's just whether the new 15 creates a top wick first and then comes back down. Well, what I've done in my office, I've raised me monitors. Yeah, so I can move back and I can actually get my feet up on the desk now, which is nice. So when I'm chilling, just trading, because I've got my slippers on. You know, Ugg boots. Gotta have a pair of Ugg boots, don't you? Of course you do. All traders has a pair of Ugg boots. Or Ugg slippers, shall we say. But now we can just chill. What's the chart? Right, I'm gonna bounce, let this run. We're speaking a bit, Pete. Need to catch up on some sleep. Yeah, mate, I'll reply to your message as well in a bit. Straight after this, buddy. Have a good day, John. I do believe having the right environment for trading. When you're trading, it's hectic in the house. It's not ideal, really. You want your own little space where you can really think. No distractions. Okay, we flipped it. Can this 5 close bearish here? If this 5 closes bearish, we're probably good to push at that point. The 15 even. Okay, we're breaking the highs, the lows again, which is nice. Can we pop down? Can we get a little pop? Pop, pop. Can the 5 push? Nice, nice, nice. We're popping, we're popping. There we go, there we go. Right, guys, I am out. I've closed out full on this. Lovely, lovely, lovely trade. You might push further, but we do know this is quite a strong area where you can reject from. Okay, so 38 pips we grabbed on that all together. Nice. 18 we took partial. So 38, 18, 20 beyond. Now you could come straight through because we know it's happened once where you've come straight through this area. I don't think we're going to do it. I think we're probably going to need a top wick off the 4. The 4 is going to close in 30 minutes. So it's whether this 4 would have to do it really. If it doesn't, then you're going to get a top wick. Okay, so I've just closed out full on this. But if you're still in it, good luck. Make sure you take quite a lot of partial, guys, because it'd be a shame if you don't and you pull back. Okay, but I'm looking at this coming back. So nice. Let's get the logbook done. What did we take on that then? Nice, nice. 704 plus 3, 47. 4 plus 3, 47. Okay. 1050. Let's get the logbook done. I want to put this down as a second entry on this, really, because it was sort of, but it was just off the hour. The hour confirmed us. Confirmed it for us. 11, 10, 9, 10. Goal. And this was another breakout sell off the 1 hour. 105. What I said to that. Yeah. What were stops? I think it was the same. So it was 90. Then we took 18. And then we took a further 20, which was 38 pips altogether. All these were the same. We had a 1 hour breakout though, that was the difference. That was the difference. Second entry. 1 hour break. Clean. Traffic. Down. Did we have any drawdown? I don't think we did we? No drawdown. Nice. What a good start to the month, guys. Really nice start. We're 1300 quid up for the month. Nice. 48 pips. Fantastic. Okay. So let's go over the stream. Sorry, the logbook. So logbook, guys. May, 2 trades in the bag. 1300 quid up. Dashboard. We're looking pretty good. We've only had 1 bearish month, as in minus month, right? 1. Now,
We've had 200% months, which is January and November. Obviously May we've just started, so that doesn't count. And the others, we've took losses, but we've still been profitable. Apart from February, I believe that was the second last trade of the month. We took a loss. I think we took two losses in February. So if you look, this is based off a 200k account, and risking 2% per trade. Now nothing on these, nothing is on here unless we've took it on stream. So all the stream trades are on here. All the links for the trades are on here. Right. So if you had a 200k account and you took every trade on stream and you copied us, exactly that's what you'd be looking at profit wise and also pips wise for them months. Okay. Now that is another on 59 wins now. 59 wins, 4 break evens and 5 losses, which I believe we've only ever had one full loss. All the losses have been partial. So we're doing pretty good. Now the stats, if you look at the stats, I know it's quite rare because obviously I've looked about. It is quite rare these stats. Okay, so I will blow smoke in my own ass. Because that's what you've got to do, brings confidence. Okay, we are pretty good in regards to stats and trading. Okay, cheese mate, I'm done. Sorry, I forgot. I shouldn't make crappy jokes like that when you're being professional. What crappy jokes? All right. So yeah, right guys. Any questions before I go? Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, please. Jump to the Discord if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching a recording. Hope you grabbed some value today, as you should have done. Other than that, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Catch you all later, guys.